Hi, my name is Adrik. I'm the Vice President of the GLBTA Partnership on Winona State Campus. My coming out story is interesting, I guess. At one point, like when I was 14, I had joked about coming out with my father while we were driving in a truck back from working at a place that he had worked, and he stopped the car and pulled over to the side of the road and reached for the gun that I knew that was in the middle of the car seat, and he said, "What the fuck did you say?" So, you know, you kind of backtrack from that to not die. But that, you know, constantly lying and saying, no, I'm not gay. I was just joking, just kidding. That was the first time that I had, like, tried to come out to someone, and it shot me down pretty hard. But then randomly, during a gym class, when we were just running around practicing for the mile, I was running with my friend who's a lesbian, and I was like, I think I'm gay. And she's like, "Oh, that's awesome." I'm like, you can't tell my sister. I don't know how she'll take it. She's like, "She'll be taking it fine." I'm like, I honestly don't know, so just don't tell her. I eventually came out to my sister, and she was fine with it. She was chill. She was pissed at me that I told someone before her. But that's how it is with, you know, close family. She's only a year above me, so, you know, we're close, we're tight. I haven't come out to any of my other family just because they're fairly conservative Christians, and it's problematic. They're Jehovah's Witnesses, so in their tradition, they believe in disowning you and completely cutting you out of their lives. So I love them, and I want to be part of their lives, at least until, you know, they're dead, or I am. So it's just not an issue. With other friends, it's just been like, "I'm gay," and they're like, "Yeah, whatever." We kind of suspected, and I'm like, "Yeah." Societally, most of the time it's not an issue because I am loud and people are afraid to talk shit about me to my face, so they're not going to cause me problems just because they know that I will cuss them out openly in, you know, the middle of, you know, whatever place we were. Like in high school, there was one point which someone tried to pick on me, and I punched him in the face in front of the school principal, and the principal said, "What the hell is going on? We normally have a no-tolerance policy for violence, and you get immediately expelled." I explained to her the situation, and she was like, "It's all good. You're fine. Continue on." And the other guy got suspended because he was, you know, being an asshole. In school here, most of the time it's fine. There's a couple times, like when I first entered the social work program here, that like there were just comments made, like hetero sexist comments, like from the other male people in the social work cohort. They're like, "So you come to social work, you know, get all the girls that are here?" And I'm like, no, that's not at all why I'm here. Oh. Eventually they, you know, found out that I was gay when we would like talk about subjects in class, and I just blatantly came out and was like, "This is what it is." And I become, like, being gay and being in a family that's very conservative, I feel like if ever, like, randomly I'm outed, I want to be super smart about all topics involving GLBT issues so I can defend myself and fight for myself in whatever setting. So all the kids in, like, most of the classes that I know that I am educated and that they can't mess with me of those situations because I just simply know more about them. I've studied the Bible and all the things that it says, and gone to a lot of conferences that have talked about that and learned what the Bible says about it, and learned about some of the other things the Bible says, like while homosexuality may be just between one, or man should not lie with a man as he does with a woman, well, you're also not supposed to wear polyester blend or, you know, eat shellfish. So if we can't delineate which is a greater evil, then ultimately, and people are choosing one, then why the hell are we bothering with making or claiming that the other one is an evil as well? Social issues, I'm a social work major, so that social issues are my shit. Like just going through and seeing the power structures which exist in America that are very homophobic and sexist, that I sometimes feel a little bit downtrodden because I can see that it's going to be a long, hard fight and I may not be able to see full equality while I'm alive, I still feel like I should fight for it. Because if it's not for me, it's for, my little baby niece. Or if it's not for her, it's for, the younger people that come, after us. That even though right now it sucks, and it's a hard battle, and it's a hard thing to fight, and there's just some people that are unwilling to bend, that we need to keep trying to fight. Because ultimately, we can't afford not to win. Because there are lives at stake. And you can see that just about every other week or every month when another GLBT member commits suicide or is killed on the side of the road or beaten up at bars. There are lives at stake. So I cannot afford to not fight.
What advice would you give to counselors in the future when they're working with students who are struggling with the issues of coming out or anything with sexual minority issues?
I would say educate yourself, because there is a lot of disparity of knowledge. This isn't taught all the time. Like, even within our social work program, like, we'll spend 5 minutes of, these guys are okay. It's not a disorder anymore, blah, blah, blah. They'll, spend the 5 seconds of it. You should educate yourself about the issues that are at hand, the struggles of coming out, how some people may never come out to their families, and that just may be something they're going to have to deal with if they want to survive and want to have financial means and support. That you need to be there and supportive of them where they are. You shouldn't try to influence them, force them to come out. I mean, they're people. You shouldn't be treating them any differently. Treating them with love, basic standards of care. Come on, people. Educate yourself before, you have a conversation. And if you don't know something during a conversation, be willing to admit it and say, I'm sorry, I do not know this issue. I will educate myself on it. I will learn as much as I possibly can about it, and I will get back to you, and I will make sure that I can take care of you.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for talking with us today.
Yep.